We have finally gotten to the last part of the expert playtest. We're gonna talk about the Rogue. Before I start reading this, I'm just gonna say it. I think Rogue mechanically is the second weakest class in the game. But maybe they boosted it. Welcome to Pack Tactics, where...
Hiya!
Gator, what are you doing?
A sneak attack!
Yeah, sure, I'll talk about sneak attack first. As before, I'll only mention the big changes, as talking about the whole class would be a lot. Sneak attack was changed quite a bit. I'm not happy with the nerfs, but let's start off with the positive stuff before we go into the negative. The formatting change will hopefully help people understand how this feature works. Because for some odd reason, people have such a hard time remembering how sneak attack works. Even veterans struggle with this. Why are veterans struggling? I have no idea. It's so simple. Here's my wild guess. Rogue is so mechanically boring that people don't even want to remember their main feature. Let's be honest. All Rogue does in combat is sneak attack and cunning action. And then they've got a bunch of passive reactions and stuff like that. So why do they even play Rogue then? Well, it's because of the theme. The theme is super strong. The theme is what makes the entire class. And of course the roleplay potential. If you think Captain Jack Sparrow, of course you're gonna think, oh, he's a rogue. So you pick Rogue. And it's a shame that it's not mechanically fun, but we can make it mechanically fun with correct feedback. Let's get back to sneak attack itself. The negative stuff. The first change, which might not end up being too terrible, is that you can only proc sneak attack during the attack action. In 5e, that would be really bad, as another chance at proccing sneak attack with a bonus action was really good. However, most bonus action attacks have been folded into the attack action. I'm not sure how remaining abilities will work out, but if there are still bonus action attacks out there, this is a bad thing. Also, Booming Blade doesn't work with sneak attack anymore. Booming Blade is not an attack action. Second is the removal of the ability to proc sneak attack on someone else's turn. Currently, sneak attack says once per turn, which means that if you somehow get to attack on another turn than your own, you could still attack with sneak attack. Now sneak attack says your turn, which removes this ability. This is an issue for multiple reasons. One is that this tactic encouraged teamwork, and now it's just gone. That might not seem like a big deal, but party synergy is really cool, and the system should encourage teamwork more, not less. Dungeons and Dragons is a team game after all, so this is a big hit to rogues. It even makes haste worse as a spell. The general tactic to have an off-turn sneak attack involved attacking multiple times via haste. You did that by making one of your attacks into a readied action until someone else's turn, and therefore using sneak attack multiple times per round. This was genuinely a pretty good use for haste, because it's double DPR. But now there's no real good reason to cast haste on a rogue. The third reason requires some elaboration. Rogues can do a lot of damage in one attack, but in reality, looking at per round basis, their attack is rather lackluster compared to other martials. This is because they don't get extra attack or a fighting style like archery, and thus inherently don't work well with sharpshooter. Off-turn sneak attack did make the rogue do good damage, and damage is all they do in combat. I think they're making a huge mistake by removing it. One related thing I feel like pointing out is the lack of steady aim, an optional rule from Tashes. Its introduction, together with the old statements by the developers, made it seem like they wanted Rogue to basically always have sneak attack. But now they reworked the feature and didn't include steady aim. I wonder what they're going for. I believe it's a big loss. Speaking of big losses, evasion was delayed a whole 2 levels from level 7 to 9. This is one of the only features from Rogue that helps them out defensively over other characters. It really sucks that they have to deal without this for so long. But hey, reliable talent now also works with tools to make up for that.
Kobold, I can't contain my excitement.
Gator, I'm actually kind of excited for the next one that's coming up. Look! Pack Tactics is back! Yes! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what I'm all about. Woo! Though, realistically speaking, they get this at 13th level. This could just be part of sneak attack. At least a few levels earlier would be nice. Maybe level 5 together with uncanny dodge would be perfect. Time to move on. A more general change which I appreciate is that there's less of a wait until you get another subclass feature after picking a subclass. It used to be 6 whole levels away, but now it's 3, and that's half. So that's pretty cool. Now for the subclass shown in this UA, Thief. I never really liked their name, but now it kind of fits, as it seems all the cool parts of their features were stolen away. Let's start with fast hands. The biggest part of this feature was the ability to take the use an object action as a bonus action. But now you can pickpocket people. How often has the necessity of pickpocketing come up in combat for you guys? I genuinely want to know. I've never seen it myself. Next to second story work, you can use dexterity instead of strength to jump. But you can only do this as a thief. Don't you want to play thief now? I love jumping. What are you, a power gamer? Okay, use magic device. They removed the fun part of use magic device too. It just doesn't end. I just want to use a staff of power as a rogue. Is that too much to ask? They nerfed thief's reflexes too. I didn't think it was possible to nerf the thief so much. How is being able to use couple of extra cunning actions comparable to extra turns? I know they get it earlier, but come on! I can't believe they've managed to make Rogue more boring to play. All Rogue needs is a boost, and they need brand new features that make them be a Rogue. And they need team features. They're experts. They should be experts at teamwork as well. They don't have anything. They never had anything. They do damage. They have skills. They can disengage. They have these reactions, and that's about it. And even in combat, they need the team to be useful. And they never give anything back. They don't even help the party with group stealth, unless the DM uses an optional role. Meanwhile, the ranger has passed without trace. That's a plus 10 stealth to everyone. Sorry for being so negative to rogues, but I feel it's so necessary if we're gonna improve this class. Because I would love to play a rogue if it was good or interesting, but it's not. It's boring. Anyways, end of video. I'm going to bed. Good night. Sleepy time.